Divorce, it's not something any married couple considers when saying I do, but it happens. So a prominent divorce attorney has written a new book called Amazing Intentions about how to save and preserve a marriage. And what better person than someone who has seen thousands of divorces up close and personal, attorney Douglas Gardner of Davis, Miles, McGuire and Gardner. Great to have you here.
Great to be
and I
here.
know Arizona Ranking Magazine named you the top divorce lawyer in Arizona. Congratulations on
Thank
that.
you.
Why did you write this book?
Well, you know, I've had a lot of fun doing divorces, and I've made a lot of money doing divorces, but sometimes I just stop and think, you know, was this divorce really necessary? When clients come in and hire me, I'm going to help them with their divorce because that's what they're hiring me to do, and I don't do marriage counseling, but sometimes late at night I'm thinking, you know, maybe they could have done a little bit better. So I decided to take all that I've learned over many, many years and thousands of divorces and see if I could put it in a book and see if I could help some people, and if over time I can save more marriages than I've helped dismantle, that would be a great thing.
Wouldn't that be a good thing? Because you're still gonna get them, because some marriages just can't be saved.
I will make plenty of money. I'm not worried about
Right,
me.
right. But it is about trying to kind of take what you've learned, and you said there's been societal needs that you've learned, and you've put them into this book. And there's actually an excerpt that you're going to read from the
Sure.
book that kind of explains what you saw was a continuing theme here when it came to
Sure,
divorce.
just a little piece of book. And in other words, the issues being argued over may change from money, infidelity, or various other topics, but it is the arguing and the lack of empathy that actually seems to cause the divorces.
So this is what you've learned. You've put it into almost like a guide, if you will.
Well, and nothing says I love you like a book from your favorite divorce attorney on Valentine's Day. So coming up this week.
That's true. Have you had couples come back to you and said thank you?
Well, I've only handed a few of these books out because it
Okay.
just came out. We've got it on Amazon this week just for Valentine's
So
Day.
what are some of the key reasons that marriages fail?
Well, we see marriages fail for all kinds of reasons, but the primary reason marriages fail really is the lack of empathy, the lack of seeing things from other person's perspective, the lack of being able to understand why your spouse did something.
Right, which is kind of that excerpt that you just read
Exactly.
there. And I know on the cover of this book, there is a slice of chocolate cake.
Sure.
What does that represent?
Well, the chocolate cake is one of the stories in the book that I love. I've got young children. They're older now, but when they were younger, I would hand my oldest boy a cake and say, you know, hey, cut this into 3 pieces, make sure everybody gets some. He would cut a very large piece for him. The other 2 boys would get crumbs. And so what I learned to do is I would instead say, look, you're going to cut the cake into 3 pieces, but they both get to pick first.
Oh.
You get whatever's left. And these boys that struggled with math, all of a sudden they became geometrical geniuses, and they could make sure that the cake was sliced into 3 exact pieces. And the lesson we see there is as we learn to see the world from our spouse's perspective or other people's perspective, and we worry about what other people are thinking or how they're being impacted by our decisions, we're all going to be happy. Whereas if we're
Right.
selfishly only looking out for our own self and making sure we get the biggest piece, everybody else gets crumbs and nobody's happy.
Right, and I know this is the new book that you've written, but you've also written a book about prenups, and
Correct.
that kind of goes along with what you're doing here, which is informing couples about the whole gamut, right?
Correct. I've written a book on divorce. Again, it's not going to be a bestseller. It's not as fun and it's not as happy. I've written a book on prenuptial agreements, more how to and why and whether you need it and about Arizona law. And those are more factual books. This one is a more fun.
Yes.
It's a more fun read.
And I'm sure when you were writing this, did people say, what are you thinking? You got, this is your livelihood. Why are you doing this?
There does appear to be a little bit of a conflict of interest, allowing the mortician to tell you, what
Right.
drugs you should be taking to be healthier. No, but at the same time, I mean, who really understands what causes divorce, what ruins marriages, what ruins relationship, than me, the person people go to when that's happened. And so if I can help a couple people have a better relationship and avoid bouncing off the bottom and getting a divorce, well, that would be fantastic.
I love that you're doing this. I really do. It's a fun, lighthearted, quick read. Thank you so much. We appreciate you and Douglas's book, Amazing Intentions. It is available right now on Amazon. Plus, he is offering a free 15-minute consultation for those interested in exploring a prenup. That is another thing Douglas advises couples to strongly consider. If you need help saving your marriage or maybe getting a divorce, contact Davis, Miles, McGuire, Gardner. They are located at 40 East Rio Salado Parkway, Suite 425, right there in Tempe. Call 480-733-6800, or you can visit the website davismiles.com.